What's going on, Pride family? It's your boy Aydian here. This is going to be episode number 4 of Motivational Monday, but before I jump into it, I just want to take a moment of silence to remember those who were killed on this day at the Pulse shooting, 49 brothers and sisters and our non-binary folks who were there. So I just want to take a moment of silence before we jump into this video to remember those who were lost. And I'm going to throw up a little image here. Beautiful image created. I really love this. Shared it on my social media account. So I'm going to post this up here and just take a moment to think of all those that we lost. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about something that we're all being lied to about, and we're all kind of being tricked into, and that's the concept that you're not good enough. And that's why I wore my hat today, because for this video, because I've been tricked myself. I see trans people getting tricked. I see non-binary people getting tricked. I see anybody from the LGBT community being tricked. I see women being tricked. I see Muslims being tricked. I see African Americans being tricked. I see just immigrants in general being tricked. I see Latinos and Latinas being tricked. I see all of us, everybody getting tricked. And our minorities is that we are being tricked into believing that we are less able to achieve what the white man is achieving because of our trans status, because we're an immigrant, because we're Muslim, because we're a woman. And literally, we're being tricked into these things because at the end of the day, they don't actually matter, okay? Like, I'm transgender and I can start a business and I can get a job somewhere and I can make tons of money and I can have a happy family and I can be seen for the gender I want to be seen. But society's telling me that that's not true. They're telling me that, like, no, your life is going to be really hard because you're trans, you're going to hate your body, you're not going to have health insurance, you don't even think that you're going to be able to start some business that's going to help change the world, because that's not going to happen. And I just want to back up a little bit, because I don't want to take away from anybody at all, by any means, even the slightest percentage of privilege and class system in America, okay? And race and religious headbutting, okay? Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to say that you are a trans woman of color in America, you have every single possibility as a white cis straight guy, because that's not true, and that would just be a blatant fucking lie, right? I don't want to take away from where people are and the circumstances they're in, okay? By no means am I doing that. I don't want that to be what this video is mostly about, because it's not about your circumstance. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not the circumstance. It's what society is telling us what to expect. So I was raised as a woman, so society taught me that I shouldn't be a main breadwinner of a family, of a household, so don't expect to make a lot of money or be super successful, or at least more successful than the male counterpart to your life. I was told that in order, you know, I have to be skinny, and I have to wear makeup, and I have to be pretty, and I have to wear, you know, provocative clothes to get men's attention. I was also told that, you know, I am a caregiver, and that's my main thing in life, so don't think that you're gonna go fix cars, because you're really here just to, like, change babies' diapers and to make food, okay, and clean houses. And so these are the things that society is throwing at women, okay? But it's our choice to believe those things. This does not mean that there is no gap in payment between women and men, because there is, okay? I think I'd have to do the research, but it's something about, like, for every dollar a man gets paid, a woman gets paid like 82 cents or something like that. So again, it's not taking away the fact that things are unequal and that there is inequality in America. But what I'm challenging you to do is to take the things that are being fed to you and don't believe them. Don't believe them. Don't give them 1 ounce of your belief. Because if you're a woman out there and you believe that you're never going to make more than the male counterpart doing your exact same job, then you're never going to make more than the male counterpart doing your exact same job. Period. And that's just because that's what you believe. If you don't believe that you will ever succeed, you will not succeed. If we do try and we fail, I can't blame my failure on being transgender. I mean, I could, right? I could if someone blatantly said, we didn't buy your products because you're trans and we hate trans people. Yes, definitely could. But it's my choice to believe that I should not start a company because people will not buy my product because I'm trans. Same thing. People, like, you can't not just assume that because of what you are, you're not going to be successful. And if you do believe that, it is purely because you have fed into society's game of telling you that you are not enough for whatever reason that may be. I feel like now is the time for us to realize that, so that we can progress past the things that society keeps telling us and just listen to each other about how awesome we all are and bring ourselves up, so then eventually we, as a collective group of people who have society is constantly outcasted and told that you could not succeed in life, will now be society. Do you see how that works? Do you see how when you get a collection of people who truly believe in themselves and actually go after their dreams and make changes in the world, they collectively become the new they? Everyone talks about, oh, like, the man takes all my money, you know, oh, well, I gotta work for the man. Well, if we become the man, then it changes everything. Then it's like, oh yeah, I work for the man. It's awesome, right? Because now we've set new standards to society of what the man is. Maybe we'll just call it the woman at that time. I don't know, maybe we'll call it just the powers that be. I don't really know. But the point that I'm trying to make with this video is, we have to stop believing the things that are fed to us. You have to stop believing that because you're transgender, your life is going to be extra hard. We just have to stop believing these things because they're not the truth. And if you believe them, then yes, your life will be extra hard because you're transgender. But at the end of the day, we really just have to reel it in and remember that we are what we believe we are. And think of this. So if you're at the beach, you could tell somebody at the beach, they're at the beach swimming, and they come back in. You can say, oh my god, there's a shark in the water. Even if there's no shark, you can say, oh my god, I saw a shark in the water. Oh, I can't see it now, I haven't seen it, there's a shark in the water. You tell that person one time that there's a shark in the water, it's been scientifically proven. You will have to tell them 3 to 5 more times that there is not a shark in the water in order for them to believe that there's not a shark in the water. So that means one time someone has to tell you that you're stupid because you're trans, you're ugly because you're a woman, or you never get anywhere because you're disabled. One time someone has to say that to you. 5 times somebody has to tell you that you're gonna get everywhere because you're a woman, you're powerful. You're a woman and you're always gonna succeed. You are stronger than men because you're a woman. You are so smart because you are a woman. Your embodiment of womanhood is beautiful. To say 5 things in order for me to replace the one thing that says women are stupid and you are one which makes you stupid. That's what I want this video to transcend the verbalization of the words I'm saying and get to the meaning of it. And that's the meaning, is that I decided one day to stop believing all the bullshit that was being fed to me. And I still believe things very often, don't get me wrong, okay? I believe a lot of things. I find myself sitting like, why, it's too hard. If I was just born this way, it wouldn't be so hard. But it's not true. It's my belief that because I was born this way and it's hard, that makes it harder. So, you know, I really tried my best to articulate the message I was trying to get out in this video, and I hope that if you guys made it through all the way to the end, you're able to actually take the message I was trying to get across. I'm not perfect, and I don't have every single word that fully explains my feelings, but this is always my attempt to get my intention, which is my intention of this video, is to purely make you realize that you don't have to believe what society tells you. And the minute you realize that is the minute your life is now in your own hands and you have control. I want you guys to realize that you don't have to believe what's being fed to you, that you're enough exactly how you are. And circumstances and being in situations that are really tough, they exist and they're real, and prejudice exists in America, and class system exists in America and around the world. And I'm not downgrading that part of your life, But what I am telling you is that what people tell you because of your situation, that if you're born in a poor area to parents who are also poor, that now you're going to be poor, that is society telling you that, and that's not the truth. The truth is what you know inside of yourself. That is the truth. That's the message you need to write on your wall. You need to say it every morning, say it every afternoon, say it every night, say it every 5 seconds if you need to. That you are enough, that you are